All right, welcome back everyone for another deep dive. Today we're going to be taking a look at this idea from the book, Silent Grind, Loud Success. And this whole concept that
Yeah,
the path to success, you know, it's kind of paved with silence basically,
right.
just behind the scenes hustle
Yeah,
that nobody really sees.
exactly. Yeah, I think that's a really interesting concept, and it's something that I think a lot of people can relate to.
Yeah, and it's not just like
Mm,
some, motivational fluff.
right.
There's
Yeah,
there's some real psychological stuff underpinning this idea.
absolutely. Yeah, there's a lot to unpack there in terms of why the silent grind can be so effective.
Yeah, so let's unpack that a little bit. I mean,
Yeah,
the title of the book itself, success is loud, but the grind is silent.
right.
Have you ever
Yeah,
worked on a project or something where
sure.
you were putting in the hours, you felt like you were really making progress,
Yeah.
but it wasn't like
hmm
showy or anything, it wasn't something you could post about or
Right. It's not Instagrammable.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and I think that's where the psychology comes in.
Okay.
When we brag or we're constantly talking about our goals, we're often seeking that validation from others
Mhm.
before we've actually achieved anything concrete.
Right.
So it's almost like we're getting the reward prematurely.
Yeah, like tricking our brains into thinking we've already arrived.
Exactly. Yeah, you're tricking your brain into thinking you're already there, and that can actually like sap your motivation
Oh,
to
interesting.
do the real work.
Okay.
It's like eating dessert before dinner.
Uh-huh.
You lose your appetite for the substance.
Now, I do have to play devil's advocate here for a second.
Sure.
Um, isn't there a place for, strategic visibility, like
Of
sharing your
course.
progress to get feedback,
Yeah.
network with people, maybe even inspire others?
Absolutely. I think there's definitely a place for that. It's not about staying completely silent all the time.
Right.
It's about discerning when sharing serves a purpose
Mm-hmm.
and when it becomes a distraction from the actual grind.
Yeah, so it's more about intentionality, like
Exactly.
asking yourself, am I sharing this to connect with people?
Yes.
Or am I just looking for a pat on the back?
Exactly. That's a great way to put it. And, this applies to any goal, really.
Yeah.
Whether it's writing a book, building a business,
Mm-hmm.
learning a new skill. Are you focused on that consistent daily effort, or are you more concerned with how it looks to the outside world?
This reminds me of a study that I read about the difference between like performance goals and learning goals.
Oh, interesting.
And I was talking about how people with performance goals
Right.
are more motivated by external recognition,
Yeah.
but people with learning goals
Uh-huh.
are more driven by just like the process of mastery.
I see.
And it sounds like this silent grind really aligns more with that learning mindset.
Yeah, I think that's a great connection.
Yeah.
And, if we look at history,
Yeah.
a lot of the people who have achieved lasting success
Hmm.
were known for their quiet dedication.
Hmm.
People like Marie Curie,
Right.
spending years in the lab just like painstakingly isolating radium.
Right.
Or even someone like Elon Musk, who's known for working,
Yeah.
crazy hours to build his companies.
Yeah. 100-hour work week.
Yeah, exactly. So,
This is where it gets really interesting for you, the listener. Think about your own pursuits.
yeah.
Where could you apply this silent grind principle? What noise do you hope your success will eventually make? Maybe it's not like a splashy announcement or anything,
Right.
but that quiet satisfaction of achieving something through focused, consistent effort.
Yeah,
Definitely something to think about.
absolutely. Food for thought.